Ow! What's up, guys? FlamingVictini here, and we're back on Pokémon Showdown for another PS Live. This time, I've got a themed PS Live. I am on the Wi-Fi Wolfpacks for SPL, so I built a team around the best team in SPL, of course. So we've got first the mascot, Houndoom. Ow! Nice nasty plot attacker. Next, we've got Nails' pick, Reuniclus, the powerful knockoff set. He wanted me to use Psychic rather than Psyshock, so I got that. So I'll have to be a little careful around opposing Calm Minders, but I do have something for that. So next we've got Pearl's Choice Mega Aerodactyl. I decided to go with the Hone Claw set, and we should actually make this wing attack so that no one hates on me, but then we've got Fugod, the P2, of course, and also the Wi-Fi of the Wi-Fi Wolfpack. Nice standard set. And we've got That's Just Peachy, a nice black and white Jellicent. And then Sugar High laying up those toxic spikes like it's candy. Oh my god. We're ready to destroy the UU ladder with this team. So let's get right into it. And I guess hopefully we'll get a game soon. I am on the bottom of the ladder. But yeah, okay, so we got an opponent. My opponent has powerful Web Absol team, it seems. I'm guessing Bravery is like some Scarf Define thing. Empoleon maybe is some Bataya Berry, Shucka Berry thingy. And my opponent immediately says, what the... I guess we'll find out to see what they're so confused. But we're gonna lead off with the Dawn Sugar High. We're gonna get up some hazards real quick. Yo, Houndoom. So he actually leads off with his Empoleon. I want to go straight for the Earth Power to get off a huge hit on that. I should be able to tank a Scald. But he actually goes for the Stealth Rock. I'm gonna go for the Stealth Rock on my own. I don't want to Ice Beam predicting Bravery because it'll be much worse if he chooses to stay in, and at least if he stays in on my Stealth Rocks, I'll still get some use out of that. So yeah, he does go to Bravery on my Stealth Rock. I'm not really sure if I have a good switch in here. I guess I can calc P2 versus Bravery. Porygon 2, UU defensive. Yeah, something around that versus Bravery. UU Big Linda, Fly Like an Eagle? I don't know. Oh, Superpower does a lot. Braver, does it KO after rocks? Yeah, it KOs after rocks. So, I think I'm gonna go for the Ice Beam right here. As he actually goes for the Hone Claws. So we get off this Ice Beam, and that actually does not do as much as I wanted, but I think we should be able to tank one more. We don't really need this for too much. Jellicent should be able to take on Infernape. Unless it's like Nasty Block Grassnot, in which case we have stuff to revenge it, I think. And we don't have any switch-ins regardless, so it actually goes for the Crush Claw. I'm not sure on that choice. I think I would use Return or Frustration rather than Crush Claw, so we're able to tank that, and he just forfeits. So we win that first one pretty quickly, and on to the next one. Hopefully we'll get some nice games. I'm hoping Nails can put in some work. Maybe Pearl can get a sweep, and hopefully the team mascot puts in some power as well. I want to HP Grass a Swampert at least once. So we've got a nice looking team. Gardevoir, Beedrill as an offensive core, I guess, and then Fori, Snorlax is good. Yeah, nice team. I think Reuniclus can put in a lot of work if I can remove the Beedrill. But I mean, this is one of those cases where I'd really want Psyshock, not Psychic. And so, I mean, we do have Jellicent to kind of beat the Coon, we do have Taunt, and we do have some Toxic Spikes to lay up, but he has 2 Absorbers, which is pretty bad. Houndoom can, he has Snorlax, and he has Fortress for the Aerodactyl, but I'm gonna try to get some big hits off with the Earth Power, kind of soften that Snorlax, I'm hoping. Actually leads off with this Fortress. I want to get off an Earth Power on this as soon as I can. Just weaken this a bit, that'll really help out my Arrow, so that if I can also pressure Coon, then Arrow will be able to do a lot more. Yeah, and if I go for the Earth Power, yeah, that actually does a ton. So right here, I think I can go for the Stealth Rocks. I'm not sure if he would stay into Spike here or switch out to Snorlax. I'm expecting him to switch out to Snorlax. And then Jellicent should be able to do a ton this game, but he actually goes for the Explosion, and that does nothing. Sugar High tank in these, oh my god. Hopefully we'll lay off some of that candy. But we do have to use that really wisely, because he does have Beedrill and Roserade to absorb it, which is pretty interesting. Gardevoir is looking like a threat if it comes in right here. If it's Life Orb, then you can just go for the Psyshock and just play around me. If it's Specs, we have options to play around the way it's choice locked. And hopefully, I'm guessing with Stealth Rocks and some Dark Pulses, some Earth Powers, we can soften up that Snorlax and spread knockoffs with the Reuniclus. I really want to put Psyshock on it, oh my god. Let's see how we can function with Psychic rather than Psyshock. Is there a ton of Calm Minders in UU? The opposing Reuniclus. Let's see, Slowking. Cresselia, I guess. Yeah, I don't know, it's tough. So we're waiting for Mahax to make his move. I'm thinking he would go to Coon right here, or Gardevoir. Those make the most sense to me. If he goes Gardevoir, well, Gardevoir is tough. I might just throw in P2 and hope I can take it on, to be honest. P2 is kind of good to soften hits from Beedrill. Beedrill can just grab a lot of momentum, and that's the biggest problem. And until in Houndoom, even if I'm going to soften up that Snorlax, it's still not, it's going to take Rocks, it's going to take Life Orb. So it's a little tricky. Mahax is taking his time. And man, I'm really wishing I have Psyshock on my Reuniclus. I mean, I guess if it's Calm Mind or Coon, Reno wouldn't be beating it anyway. Knockoff's a really cool option though, because you can remove those lefties recoveries. And so the team doesn't really have any knockoff user. It doesn't have any knockoff user other than Reuniclus. Are we gonna see timeouts? Looks like we might see a timeout. I'm just gonna start another battle. If this guy makes a move, we're just gonna play two at once. So this guy has brought, he's like really anti-water moves with like Vaporeon, Toxicroak, and then he has like his own like use of rain with, I guess it could be hydration. This looks like a rain team, it really does. With like, I don't know, it looks like a rain team. And it probably is. Crocodile's a threat to this team, man. Big threat. Kinda wanna lead off with Jellicent and fire off. He actually leads off with the Vaporeon. So I want to taunt this just in case it has Toxic or anything of the sorts. Alternatively, we could have gone to... Crocodile is such a big threat to this team. My god. And yeah, this guy times out, so we grab that win real quick. He actually goes to his Ludicolo. Peachy gets off that nice burn. And this could be Rain Dish even, just looking at the defensive nature of this team. I'm going to pull the switch to my Reuniclus, and we might pull a... Oh my god, that did a lot. That's a Life Orb, yeah. So... I think I'm considering whether I want to knock off this thing's Life Orb or recover, predicting a Hydro Pump. I think I'm going to try to predict him to Rain Dance, or yeah, switch to Croak. I mean, this is Life Orb. This thing is scary. This thing is really scary. I'm going to pull a switch into Arrow. It won't appreciate a knockoff, but it should be able to take it on. I'm guessing this probably is the Rocker too. He actually goes for the Earthquake, which is just perfect for me. I'm just going to fire off an Aqua Tail right here. I could also Stone Edge, predicting some sort of switch. I mean, Aqua Tail lets me see whether the Vaporeon is Hydration or Water Absorb, I guess. He does go straight into Vaporeon. Stone Edge wasn't going to do much anyway, and it is Hydration rather than... what's it called? Rather than the... what do I call it? The, sorry, rather than Water Absorb, but I don't feel comfortable switching into Porygon or Jellicent right there in case of a Toxic. So, but he did go for the Rain Dance, kind of expected. I'm not sure whether he wants to... Oh my god, he has Hydro Pump, not Scald, so that's really bad. That's not good. So, we're gonna pull switch into Jellicent right here. And yeah, he just fires off another Hydro Pump. I'm gonna Scald. Wisping is useless if he stays in, and I don't know if this guy has like HP Grass and he wants to HP Grass me. If I go for Scald, at least I'll get off some rain boosted damage, and it'll put him in range so that he'll want to Wish if he has Wish, but he actually goes to his Goodra. I get off that burn, but this does have Hydration too. Double Hydration, so annoying. Oh my god. I'm gonna pull a switch into P2. It should be able to take on any variant of this Goodra, and this is like that curse set or whatever, but yeah, right here I want to fire off an Ice Beam, see how much that's gonna do to this Goodra. It'll also like catch the Crocodile if he wants to bring that in. Could also just try attack right here and start that timer. Fugod really knows though that this P2 is definitely the best set out there, but he goes to his Vaporeon. I'm like sure he's gonna Rain Dance right here. I don't see a Toxic. Oh my god. Come on. Okay, I'm getting really frustrated with the lack of hazards, so I want an opportunity to get those up. Why? Oh my god. So we're gonna fire off another Tri Attack and hope this doesn't have Wish. As yeah, he chooses to Rain Dance, so I don't think it has. Oh my, yes! It's actually really cool that I traced that hydration. So I'm gonna go for a Recover right here. As this, oh yeah, Rest. I should have known that. I should have known that one, but I don't want to go to Jellicent and get Toxic, so I should be able to take 2 Hydro Pumps even in the rain. So I'm just gonna fire off Tri Attacks. As he chooses to go into his Toxic Croak, I get off a Tri Attack right there, and I want to Thunder Wave this one. I should be able to take a Drain Punch, even though I won't like it. I'll be able to take it, and that way, if he goes for the Swords Dance like he does right there, then I have some options. So I could go, I think Jellicent right here is fine, as yeah, he goes for the Drain Punch, and I'm not sure what he would want to do here. I'm gonna go to my what is it? Yeah, okay. So he does have Sucker Punch rather than Knock Off, and he didn't choose to go for the Gunk Shot right there. I'm gonna Recover right here. He could Gunk, but he does not choose to Gunk right there. And here I'm gonna pull a switch into Nidoqueen. It'll work out if he chooses to go for the Sucker Punch, and if he goes for the Gunk Shot, I should be able to take that pretty well. He actually gets paralyzed. So I'm going to use this as an opportunity to set up Stealth Rocks. That way also if he goes for Sucker Punch. But he actually goes for the Drain Punch. That does a decent amount actually. I don't know if Sucker Punch will be killed from this range. I really hope it doesn't. Because I'm just going to go for the Earth Power. I don't want to try to predict him to go for Sucker Punch and lay out the T-Spikes and then have him go for another Drain Punch, because then I'm definitely in range. But he actually goes to his Ludicolo, which will be able to take that Earth Power. Took the Earth Power. I mean, P2 should be able to P2 should be able to take whatever this thing wants to go for if he wants to set up the rain. Yeah, so I do get off that Swift Swim Trace, which is really cool. P2 is so cool with Trace, man, and he actually just forfeits. His team's putting in work. Oh my god. So on to the next one. And a lot of you guys voted for 1 hour lives. The reason I was like kind of curious about like making videos shorter, like splitting up tour games into shorter bits, is because like just statistically people start to lose interest once the video like drags on like over 20 minutes or something, and it's just like, and also like, yeah, it just, I don't know about you guys, but like when I get watch time statistics, they're always like a fraction of the length of each video. But looks like we've got another rain team. This time they've got Metagross, which is a decent option in rain. I mean, it works well defensively in rain, but I don't see what it offers much offensively other than beating those fairies. I guess beating those fairies is important. And I'm expecting Galvantula is the lead, as he actually leads with the Torn. I want to Ice Beam this right away. Get off a big hit on that. and then lay up some stealth rocks, because the hazards are really good to wear down the opponent's team, and I really want to weaken up his rain setters. So a Hurricane is most definitely a 2 KO, I think, on Nidoqueen. I'm not too experienced with UU calcs, but yeah, he does go for the Rain Dance right there, and I get off that Ice Beam. I'm just gonna go for Stealth Rocks. He'll take Life Orb damage regardless. And okay, he just U-turns exactly. So like, oh yeah, the Damp Rock. But he U-turns. He's probably gonna U-turn into Swampert, Kingdra, or Ludicolo. The thing is, I have Jellicent with Water Absorb, which is really good, and obviously I have Trace Porygon too, which means I can kind of. I mean, P2 is just so bulky, like he can just take stuff on. But yeah, he goes to the Kingdra. Will he go for the Dragon move right here? I don't want to just throw in Jellicent or P2. I'm just gonna go to Jellicent, cause like a Water move. Oh, he actually goes for the Dragon Dance. This is looking scary. If this is Lumberry, we're done for. Yes, it's not Lumberry. That's really good. And now, depending on rules right here, I might be able to take this Outrage. I'm not able to take the Outrage, which just sucks for me. But would I want to use this as an opportunity? Oh, I don't know if it's still locked. Okay, whatever. I want to get up a T-Spike. By getting up because I lost my Whisper, I'm not gonna be able to T-Wave Purd. Like, it just helps me wear down the opponent's team. But I'm really glad that this was not a Lumberry Kingdra. I don't know what you would run other than Lum, but he actually goes straight to the Purd, which is scary. I feel like Earthquake is so obvious here, but you can't Waterfall just destroys everything too. I don't know what I do to beat Rain while this thing is in. I mean, this thing takes on Galvantula, but P2 can also kinda take on Galvantula. What is Houndoom doing? Not much, really. I guess I can go to Houndoom. I mean, Houndoom can kind of pressure, though, outside of the rain. I'm just gonna go for an Earth Power, see what he wants to do. Maybe he'll Power Up Punch, and I do get off damage before the Swift Swim activates. So yeah, he goes for the Waterfall. I'm gonna go to my Arenaclus right here. I just go for a Psychic, get off some damage on this Pert. If he chooses to stay in, if he chooses to switch out, it'll probably be to Metagross, but Metagross really isn't doing much to it. I guess Metagross is the Rocker. Yeah, that one makes sense. Metagross is the Rocker. And that actually did so little. It did so little. I mean, I know it's Quad resisted. If it's that would need 22 minutes long rest. I feel like I could knock off, or I could just go Houndoom. I want to go Houndoom. Oh wow, he actually pursued, so I should have just knocked off, I guess. But right here, I feel like it's not that useful to Nasty Plot. So I want to just Dark Pulse right here. I'm not sure if this is AV and Dark Pulse won't kill, but he actually goes to his Swampert, which I think was a really bad idea, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, that just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I feel like Pert was the most useful of all the Swift Swim users, because it was so strong with Stab Waterfall. I guess Kingdra can also go for Waterfall in the rain, but Kingdra's, I don't know, I felt like Pert is stronger too, so it's just like, and Pert can also take less from Aerodactyl's attacks and stuff. So I don't know, I feel like going to Pert right there was not the right play for him. See, I'm hoping just to like beat down the part of his team that P2 can beat, but he goes to his Torn. I want a Dark Pulse here. He could stay in and attack me, but he's probably going to go for the Rain Dance as he does. So that means I can just kill off that Rain Setter. And now I'm thinking Ludicolo is likely his last Rain Setter, as he actually goes to the Ludicolo. So I want to calc Ludicolo's Hydro Pump. Ludicolo, or whatever, Road Sweeper. In the rain. And yeah, Hydro Pump is not really doing that much versus P2. So I could just go to P2 right here. Fugod, I know Fugod is not going to lose to the rolls. That's like a guaranteed. And he actually doesn't even have Hydro Pump, he has Surf. Which is great, this means I can just recover right here and everything is good. And this is looking like a GG to me. If this is his Rain Setter, it's just going to be taking damage. Yeah, you can Giga Drain off, but you take Life Orb and you take that Toxic. It's not going to help you, and I'm stalling out these turns, which is wonderful. So right here I'm just going to recover one more time in case he wants to Surf, get some higher roll or something like that. And if he switches, it would likely be to the Metagross, so I feel like I can just go Reuniclus, and I'll be fine. I could also just T-Wave this, but I didn't want to take a Hammer Arm, as he actually goes for the Meteor Mash. Oh yeah, that does a little bit more than I would have liked. But I'm going to go for the Recover here in case he wants to Pursuit. Yeah, Pursuit predicting the Houndoom, and that means I'm going to be able to recover right there. I'm going to go for one more Recover so I can take on some Meteor Mashes. He can get boosts, but if he gets boosts, I'm just going to sack this, basically, and I can just knock it off the next turn. As he goes to his Kingdra actually, so I'm just going to fire off a Psychic, kill this. I should be able to tank anything this thing wants to go for, unless it's like mixed Dragon Dance, as he actually chooses to go for the Dragon Dance. Not sure I agree with that. Psychic and the Burn will be able to take on. Oh, interesting. So it's actually Citrus Berry. I'm really not expecting it to have Rest, so I'm going to go for the Recover, as yeah, I actually could have gone for the Calm Mind. But I think I'm going to go for the Calm Mind here. It might help me with the Bug Buzz thingy, and going for the Calm Mind there might help me with the Galvantula's Bug Buzz, and also do a little bit more with the Psychic. So yeah, he chooses to go to the Galvantula. I'm just going to go for the Psychic right here, as I am able to tank the Bug Buzz thanks to the Spadef boost. And take that out. Metagross is his only real option here. And I'm not even going to prolong the game by recovering. I can just go for knockoff and win with Houndoom. Unless it's like a Rain Dance, Metagross. Yeah, so he goes for the Meteor Mash right there. And I'm able to remove the Assault Vest. So now I know this is not Rain Dance. I guess Pert was the rocker. So I'm just going to click something random, as this thing is going to take me out with the Pursuit. Now I can go into the Houndoom and just click Dark Pulse and win those 2 games. So yeah, I mean, kill those last 2 Mons. There's no Rain Up, so Ludicolo won't be able to beat me. I know Houndoom is not very common in UU, and if it is, it's Mega Houndoom. But Pro really wanted me to use Mega Aerodactyl, so that's what I've got. So yep, we win that game, and on to the next one. I believe I was talking about longer lives, and I'm not sure if I finished talking about that, but basically what I was thinking is that you guys like voted for longer lives, but I feel like sometimes it's better to just keep it to 30 minutes. And now for a live like this, where I'm just trudging through the lower ladder, it might be more interesting to go for a longer live for something like this, so maybe we can work our way up and get some better games. But I think in general, like for OU, I think for OU stuff like 30-minute, 20-minute, 25-minute, 30-minute lives are going to be better. So I'm going to try to stick to that. Also, a lot of you guys voted that Teenies Paninis was the least favorite. A large majority of you voted Teenies Paninis to be your least favorite. Now, you didn't vote for it to be bad. Please tell me if you do think it's a bad series, because then I won't continue it uselessly. Or if you don't enjoy it, but, oh, nice, Flash Fire Boost, but, oh, since we get the Flash Fire Boost, I'm gonna go for the Nasty Plot. Kill that Quagsire. Oh my god. Nah, he has Beedrill, whatever. Oh, this thing has Sturdy. That's one thing I forgot about. I hope it's Choice Banded. Anyway, what was I saying? So please let me know what you would suggest to improve Teenies Paninis. So maybe you don't like the name, you just don't like the idea. You think the idea is a little raw or something. Like, just give suggestions so I know what to improve, or whether you think I should just start a new series altogether, or focus on what I've already got going with Stole Your Squad, which a lot of you guys really enjoyed. I'm glad you did. Nice pink team with men's. But So yeah, just let me know what you think, please, in the comments. That'll be really nice. It'll help me improve. So he goes for the rocks. I'm gonna go for my rocks, and I'm gonna predict the explosion right here and go into my Jellicent, which will allow him to bring in his Hoopa, which is the bad part. But I will be able to get off. I will be able to still preserve Jellicent, I guess. Yeah, there's the Hoopa. And I'm thinking that this will be useful for the Slowking and the Cresselia just because of the taunt. Houndoom is going to be very, very good this game. Yeah, Houndoom will be very good this game. I'm thinking Reuniclus is not that good this game. So, yeah, I'm just thinking the Reuniclus won't be as good this game. I'm not even... Oh my god, that's so strong. That's so strong, oh my god. I was thinking maybe I should have gone to Nidoqueen. I guess I should have. I just want Houndoom in. So I'm gonna go. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Nidoqueen, and I'm gonna go for a T-Spike in case he tries to over-predict my Houndoom. I don't know if he would, but I don't think this is sub Hoopa, and if it is like an Earth Power, Chirpum will wear out. Yeah, he does predict the Houndoom. So I am able to get off those T-Spikes, which will help with the Slowking and, I guess, a little bit of the Malamar. No, it won't really help the Malamar. I'm going to lay up a second T-Spike, so it'll really help with the Slowking, as he does go for the Trick Room. Yeah, this is the problem. This is the problem. I'm going to go to my P2. And, yeah, he does go for the Shadow Ball right there. I'm going to go back into my Nidoqueen, predicting either a Focus Blast or, yeah, Focus Blast. There we go. I think he's just going to be fed up and go for the Psyshock. Do I predict the Psyshock? No, I don't want to. Oh my god. How do I do this? Yeah, he goes for the Shadow Ball. Okay. Okay, there. This is pretty annoying, not gonna lie. Dealing with this Hoopa. That is, but because you can just... Man, this is annoying. I'm gonna go for the Ice Beam right here. Oh, but I need to keep this P2. I need to keep this P2 for Mence. So I'm gonna go to Jellicent here, and then I'm gonna go for the Taunt. Oh, he actually goes for the Shadow Ball. That's really aggressive. So I'm just gonna have to offensively win this with Houndoom, I think. This is why I wish I had Psyshock on Reuniclus, because I'd feel a little more insured versus stuff like Slowking. Although he does have Malamar, which just kind of destroys. And this Hoopa was a big problem. The thing is, I would have gone for Earth Powers if I wasn't so concerned about setting up T-Spikes for Slowking. And I did end up losing Jellicent regardless. I guess that was not optimal. You know, I'm just gonna put Psyshock. It's just better. It's just better. Sorry, Nails. Psyshock is just better, what can I say? So he goes to this. I'm thinking it's because he wants to tank. He wants to T-Wave me, so I want to go to my P... Oh, yeah, I forgot this Trick Room. Really? Okay, I'm gonna go for the Recover right here. As he does go to Malamar. Oh, it has a Lumberry. How do I handle this? How? Oh my god, I'm gonna go for a Tri-Attack, get off a little damage. As he goes for the Superpower. I need a little damage so that Houndoom can kill this. Oh my god. Maybe I should have recovered. I don't know, what is the right sequence? Okay, I'm gonna go to Arrow, and there's no way Arrow's gonna live this, but I'm hoping it will. Yeah, no way. So I'm gonna go to P2 right here. Click Tri-Attack. And I'm hoping I can win with Houndoom. This is a far cry. I'm gonna flinch this man. I'm gonna flinch the slow Mence. Flinch it, yep. Fire Blast, take out that Malamar. And I have 3 Life Orb hits. So we're gonna crit the Slowking, the Cobra Slowking, we're gonna crit it. Are we gonna flinch? Yeah? Yes, we do flinch. Is it gonna die to Toxic? No, of course not, because I have 2 layers. Ugh. Okay. We're gonna crit the Mence, which I'm hoping is slow. Okay, we're gonna KO this. Please KO this. Please KO this. Oh, it's Colbert. That's dog shit. Okay. So we lose that game, and I'm feeling a little safer with Psyshock. Now I won't be as rushed to lay up T-Spikes. I could also run Roar on Nidoqueen. That'll probably be a bit safer. This guy has an interesting team. I kind of like the looks of it. I'm going to lead off with Sugar High, of course. Get off a bit of damage with Earth Power and Ice Beam, respectively. He actually leads off with the Aggron. I want to Earth Power this immediately. Man, Arrow hasn't had a chance to shine all game. Poor Pearl. As he actually goes to the Reinaclus. That did 0. Oh my god. This is Assault Vest? Like, what the heck? That did nothing. That's sheer force. I'm gonna go for the knockoff. I didn't expect Aggron because this can. It is Assault Vest. Oh my god. Why did that do so much Spadef drop? Come. He's like, what the heck? What is your knockoff Reinaclus? So we've got Fugod. We're gonna get that Regenerator real quick. So we're gonna fire off a Tri Attack and then predict his switch if he chooses to stay in after that and switch. As he actually just switches right away to the Roserade. That did 0. Oh my god. I want to go to Houndoom and I want to start blasting something. Hopefully this isn't Sleep Powder T-Spike. Oh, there's the Sleep Powder. Oh my god. So we're gonna click Fire Blast. Okay, it's Spike rather than T-Spike, which means we won't be absorbing anything with Sugar High, but this guy is really staying in to lay up the second spike when I could have woken up. What if I was early bird? If I was early bird, this thing would have been roasted, and now he goes to Vap. Oh my god. This guy predicted those sleep turns. He predicted those sleep turns. Oh my god. He predicted those sleep turns. I don't want to go to Jellicent, because that'll just bring in the Rose. I want to get up my house. I want to heal up for Uniclus. Oh my god. This could just also so easily go for the Toxic. I want to go to Jellicent. As he goes for the Wish. And right here I want to go back into my Houndoom. Predicting Roserade. Yeah, because Roserade is just so easy for him to do. Yeah, he goes straight to the Roserade. I'm gonna fire off a Dark Pulse. I don't want to go for the Nasty Block because I'm not sure how much the Dark Pulse will do to the Vaporeon. That is 0. So we're gonna go to Reinaclus here, expecting him to not go for the Scald, which is great. This means we can recover now. Now he can start putting in work. This Reinaclus is gonna go in. It's gonna go in deep. So he actually chooses to protect. We could just fire off a knockoff in case this guy wants to Wish again. If he doesn't go to his Uniclus, we're gonna hit something, and otherwise we can Calm Mind and take on his Shadow Balls. So he does choose to go to Dawn Fan. I'm guessing this is to get up his rocks. Man, this Hazard game is so tough for us. It's actually a pretty tough Hazard game, but I don't. Okay, so he actually goes for the knockoff. I want to recover right here. I think Earthquake does like 40% actually, so it's not good. Okay, 26. That's much better. Much better. I want to fire off a Psyshock, start getting off damage on this. Oh, there we go. Why is this Focus Sash? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. So, I mean, there's nothing for me to do. He's gonna Sleep Powder right here. And now he's gonna lay up a Spike. I just have to do this. There's no real better way. Hopefully I'll wake up there, but I do not. So I'm gonna go for the Psyshock here. As he goes for the Toxic Spike, that's not a problem. That's something we can absorb later on. Please wake up, thank you. So, Nails, you better go in. You better go in this game. I'm hoping you can wall that Aggron. I mean, the Aggron might have Roar, which will be annoying, but I want to fire off a Psyshock, just get a little bit of damage, and he just goes for the Stealth Rocks. Okay. So I'm going to recover here. These hazards are looking so nasty. So nasty. As he goes for the Roar, let's give Nidoqueen. Okay, so this is a free Wisp. I mean, he can go Reinaclus. Such an easy play to go to. Come on! Peachy. Come on, Peachy, you can't be missing Wisps. We're gonna... so he goes to the Vaporeon, actually. I guess this is Heal Bell Vap. I'm gonna go to Nidoqueen and get rid of these nasty hazards, but he goes for the Wish, and I think this is back into Jelly. Try to recover, as he does go for the Scald, which is great. So I want to recover right here, and this badly poisoned is so annoying, because this Jellicent literally otherwise would have just stayed in and just destroyed. But how do I win this? I'm gonna Wisp. As he goes for the Wish, I'm gonna Taunt. Man, I don't understand how I'm gonna win this game. Just because now that Jellicent is badly poisoned, it means it has to switch out. It can't stay in. Oh, it's like the worst thing I could have gotten. And then I failed to burn the Aggron, which is really annoying. Very, very annoying. I mean, last Mon Reinaclus is, I think, my way to win. I think that's the only way. Last Mon Reini. But, he actually chooses... I'm gonna go to P2, absorb, trace that water absorb, get some health. Oh my god, we're in this. So, into Fugod, trace that water absorb, and the fact that he stayed in means we're getting that nice crispy health. So, I'm gonna predict the, I don't know what I want to predict. I'm gonna go back into Jellicent right here, as he can go, he can go either Donphan or he can go, or he can do that. I'm gonna Wisp here in case he chooses a knockoff. And yeah, he does choose to knock off. I really wanted this Wisp, and I'm hoping hoping this is not Ice Shard and I can recover right here. Okay, there's the Ice Shard. So I think we need to stop the Heal Bell. That's so key. So I'm thinking this is AV. Did I knock this off though? I did knock this off, right? I want to see what I did. Knock off. Oh, it was leftovers. So I want to calc Nidoqueen. This is defensive Nidoqueen versus what's it called? Donphan. You defensive. Ice Beam should do quite a good amount. Houndoom is... I'm gonna go to Houndoom, just a little more immediately threatening, I think. Burned Ice Shard shouldn't kill from this range, and I can just fire off a Dark Pulse right here, get off a huge hit. Yes, get off that huge hit on the Donphan, which is great. And so it goes down to burn. I'm just gonna go Nidoqueen and try to get up rocks. I'm expecting the Vaporeon. Yeah, that's basically what I'm expecting. He could also go Reinaclus, I guess. He actually goes Aggron, so I'm gonna lay up rocks, predicting him to, oh, he actually goes to Vaporeon. I was expecting him to, not go to Vaporeon, actually, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up 2 T-Spikes. I'm assuming he's not gonna Scald this turn, just because of P2, as he does Wish, and then this way, if he's Heal Bell, well, I mean, if it's Heal Bell, that's actually not gonna... Well, this way, if he's Heal Bell, at least if I can force a switch, I can status this later. So I'm going to go to my Fugod right here. Let's see if this is Toxic or Heal Bell. Okay, there's the, so you get the Water Absorb rare. And I'm going to switch into Rhenoclus in case this is Toxic. Yeah, this is Toxic, which means there is no Heal Bell action going to be going on. And I'm just going to fire off a knockoff if he wants to go into his Aggron. Yeah, okay, so I get off that knockoff on the Vap, and the Aggron is going to come in for here, like I'm dead sure of that. Well, actually he could, I'm going to Calm Mind in case because this Vaporeon is getting low, and if he does switch, oh yeah, he goes Rhenoclus, so if he goes Rhenoclus, I'm just going to Calm Mind. There's no real problem, because this is AV, it's not going to threaten me with Shadow Ball. Yeah, that did nothing, so I can just Psyshock right here. And it's important, it's not interesting to note that the Aggron is Iron Head rather than Heavy Slam, but yeah, he actually goes to the Aggron, so I'm going to have a little more damage, which is going to pressure the Vaporeon to go for the Wish a little bit more, but I'm going to recover here, as he goes for the Roar, and he actually brings in my Nidoqueen, which is great. I feel like the threat of Earth Power is so prominent that, and because he's so low, that he actually does go to Vaporeon. I'm surprised he would go to Vaporeon actually, because Earth Power would definitely take that out, but I'm not sure if Earth Power will take it out here. It actually does not, but Burn will take it out right here, which is great. That knockoff really helped wear down the Vaporeon. So he does get off the Wish, and there's no real way to wish that to his Aggron, which means it's looking to me as if what's it called is just gonna win. Rhenoclus, but I'm trying to think how useful Aerodactyl. I think it's more useful to go to Aerodactyl right here and preserve the Nidoqueen, as he actually goes for the Psychic. I was thinking he might Shadow Ball actually, but he goes for the Psychic. That's okay. So I'm just gonna go to Rhenoclus and I'm gonna go for the Calm Mind. It's really just the Ments you have to play carefully around, I think, at this point. And his Aggron roaring should not be a problem to anything on my team. And if he brings in Nidoqueen, that's an opportunity for me to fire off an Earth Power or an Ice Beam. So he goes to the Aggron. This is another Psyshock for me. So I'm just going to click that right there. Get off a little more damage on the Aggron. And I think last Mon Rhenoclus should be able to win eventually regardless. So he actually brings me into my Nidoqueen. I'm expecting him to go to Rhenoclus right here, as he actually sacks his Aggron. I think that's the worst play. I think that was the worst option you had right there, but I still have to be careful around that Mence. I'm not sure how much it would be able to do to me, but he goes to Rhenoclus. I keep forgetting this is Regenerator, not Magikarp, so that Poison is going to actually help me against this, but I'm definitely just going to Earth Power right here, do a decent chunk to it, and I can just go to my own Rhenoclus and just start Calm Minding. Try to minimize them. It might have actually been better for me to not Earth Power this Rhenoclus, just so I'd have more turns to Calm Mind. That's what I'm thinking now. That would have been better actually. Yeah. So now I'm just going to spam Recover. Now that I have those two Calm Minds, the Shadow Ball's not doing that much, and I should be able to beat the Mence, I think. I just want to stay out of range of +1 Outrage or whatever. So, oh, he got a Spadef drop. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, it might have been better to. Oh my god, that's not good. Okay, I do have the +2 Spatak. Okay, so that means I still am threatening this with Psyshock. This is not good. Oh my god, maybe I should have recovered. Oh, okay, I do kill. Thank you. Okay. So, I think I was being a little bit shaky right there in the end. But, I was skipping turns. I wasn't paying attention to the Spadef drops. But thankfully, we do take out that Mence. If it was like CB Mence or something, we were gone. But, we do win that game. Rhenoclus showing its power. The knockoff came in really, really useful. And we've got another opponent. This guy has an interesting team. Mega Sceptile is walled by P2. Umbreon will be annoying, basically. And Espeon. Ooh, Espeon will be annoying. But Houndoom should be able to put in work, I think. His Mienshao is pretty threatening. He has defensive answers. He has no Rocker. That's the most interesting part. He has no Rocker. So I'm going to lead off with Pearl. Try to get a little action, as he does lead off with the Espeon. I'm going to go for the Wing Attack just to get a little guaranteed damage. I don't want to miss Stone Edge. and that should help put it in range of Earth Power or something, and he does switch to Milotic, so definitely my best play is Rhianoclys right here. Nice nails. With that magic guard, it's so powerful. I can take on the Toxic. Yup, so I'm just gonna get off a free knockoff here and knock off Rhianoclys. This is powerful set, so he actually goes for the Toxic again. I am really not sure why, but I'm gonna Calm Mind here, put a little pressure, and just so I can force a switch and try to knock off something else. So yeah, there's the Calm Mind. I'm gonna go for the knockoff right here, expecting the Umbreon, maybe the Espeon. Really expecting the Umbreon. As he actually chooses to stay in and Scald, it's not a problem for me, I can just recover. It's not like a necessity to catch something on the switch with the knockoff, as yeah, he just chooses to Scald yet again, so I want to Calm Mind here. And yeah, he goes for the recover, and now I think he's going to switch. So yep, there's the man Shao. Interesting, this man is a god. So I want to kill this, so if he chooses to knock off, okay. So he gets fake out crit, whatever. Knock off here, yeah, shouldn't do too much. And I should be able to recover this off onto my Milotic later. So this guy made a god play by going into his what's it called? His Yanshao. But this is looking like Scarf Moxie Ments. If he goes for the outrage, I'm gonna just T-Wave this. Yeah, there he goes. So I'm just gonna T-Wave this. And that should be a neutralized threat. So I'm hoping I still outspeed this even though it's Scarf. Yup, there we go. Get off that T-Wave. Oh, I probably should have Ice Beam because this does have Heal though. Oh, I didn't think about that. I don't know if Ice Beam would have killed though. So right here, I want to make sure that Nails is not going to die to 2 Scalds. How much was Scald doing earlier? Scald did 20, so that actually did quite a bit. So I'm going to go to my Jellicent, predicting him to knock over the Toxic, as he actually goes to the Espeon. I guess, I'm not sure why exactly. I'm going to go to Houndoom. I'm going to go to Houndoom right here, I'm not sure. I don't know how much Shadow Ball will do if this is offensive. And that Shadow Ball did a decent amount. I want a Nasty Plot here, predicting the Umbreon. Yes, yeah, there's the Umbreon. So now I'm able to pressure this a lot. With a +2 Life Orb Fire Blast. Ah, I don't hit. That sucks. That really sucks. So I get off this Fire Blast right here. See, look, that did so much. Houndoom is a god, but I want a Dark Pulse here, predicting either my Milotic or the if he protects. Then what can I do? What can I do if he goes for the Protect? But I really want to stop this from recovering. So what I want to do is I want to go to my Jellicent and taunt this. He could go to Espeon. That would be a good play. But he does not go to the Espeon. He actually goes for the Toxic. Now I don't want to go for the Wisp if he does go to Espeon right here. So I'm just going to go for Scald Burns. I'm okay if Jellicent gets burned. And I think he's going to stay in. Oh, he actually goes to Sceptile rather than Espeon. That works. That's fine. If this is Leaf Storm, if it's Dragon Pulse, well, I don't think there's any way to stop the Heal Bell from the Umbreon. I'm really just hoping it's not Heal Bell, since it revealed, well, actually it shouldn't be Heal Bell, because it did reveal Toxic, so Toxic Foul Play, yeah, it shouldn't be Heal Bell, so I'm going to recover right here, as he goes to the Milotic. I want to T-Wave this, as he goes for the Toxic. Okay. But now I should be able to go to Rhianoclys just fine. As he actually pulls a nice switch to Espeon. Oh, I forgot I don't have leftovers. That's annoying. I want to go to my P2. This is tough. Just missing that Fire Blast did not work out, but, man, how do I beat this? I really, like, that Mance. I'm going to have to keep this Nidoqueen around. I want to try attack. I'm hoping this is choiced. Thankfully it is, so I'm going to go to my Nails right here. As he goes for the Scald, is not able to take me out, and this is a recover right here. So assuming he switches, I'll be around 68%. If he stays in, I'll just recover up to full. So yeah, he just goes for the Scald. I'm going to recover up to near full, actually. As he goes to his Espeon. I want to predict him to not go for the Shadow Ball, so I'm going to recover right here. As he goes straight for the Shadow Ball, so I'm still at decent amount of health. 64 is pretty decent. So I'm going to go into my P2 right here on that Shadow Ball, and I'm going to double 2 nails back again, predicting the Milotic. As we get it right. Okay, this is progress. This is progress. So I think I can Calm Mind here pretty safely. As he goes straight to the Espeon, I'm going to recover off right here. Oh my god, he got me. I should have knocked off. Oh my god, I should have knocked off predicting the Espeon if I expected Espeon. I did not think about Trick. Oh my god. This is so bad. I don't even know what to say. So, into... my god. Yes! Oh my god, that's so good. That is wonderful. So now I'm going to go to my Aerodactyl, predicting him to Trick. Yes! That is what I wanted. Oh my god, that's beautiful. Now I'm going to go back to Nails, predicting the Milotic right here. Okay. And now I'm going to go for the knockoff, predicting the Espeon. It actually goes to Umbreon, okay. If he wants to go to Umbreon, I'm going to use this to Calm Mind. As there's the Espeon, well played, okay. So I'm going to go... The Trick is so obvious. I don't know if he'll go for the Trick. I want to keep Arrow healthy. I'm going to go for the knockoff. He does go for the Trick. Oh my god. So now we have this... This Reuniclus is going to be pretty useless now. Oh, that Milotic is such a threat now. I didn't think about that. I think it wasn't worth risking. But, what this does mean is I'm hoping I'm going to Earth Power right here, predicting the Espeon, and I'm really just going to try to get up my hazards. The Milotic is paralyzed. Okay, he goes for the Protect. So I think hazards are here a little obvious, so I want to go for the Earth Power, as he actually goes for the Wish. So I'm going to Earth Power again, predicting the Espeon. I feel like he might not go to Espeon. I'm hoping it kills. Please kill Espeon. Okay, there we go. That's good. So now, okay, he goes to Milotic. Jellicent. I need to keep Jellicent, no matter what. And I need to get up hazards, preferably on the Umbreon, so he goes for the Scald right here. I'm just gonna fire off Choice Specs, Psyshock. That does nothing. I need to be really careful about this Milotic. So I think I'm just gonna try to waste some turns with P2 and with Reuniclus and just not risk Jellicent. I cannot afford to risk Jellicent in this matchup. If Jelly gets toxic, it's just done. This Milotic is just gonna beat me unless I PP stall it. So. But I don't want to have a locked into, I don't want to be locked, really. I'm not sure if this guy would Toxic right here. I want to try attack, get off a little bit of damage. I mean, it's going to be annoying if he Scalds. Okay, there's a Para. I'm going to recover here. And then I'm going to go to Reuniclus. Yeah, so there's Scald. I'm going to go to Reuni. I don't know if he'd Toxic here. I would Toxic if I was him right there, but he just goes for the Scald. I want to recover right here, as he might go for his own recover, as he actually goes for his Scald, so I'm going to recover one more time. As he's just firing off Scalds, he really is not trying to predict the Jellicent to Toxic. He's really not trying to Toxic predicting the Jellicent, which is surprising me. As he goes to Umbreon right there. I'm just going to use this as an opportunity to get up rocks. I could recover right there, but I really want to get my rocks up ASAP, so that's going to be really good. As he chooses to Foul Play right there, and that's doing nothing, see exactly. So I want to go for, okay, he forfeits. So that's really nice. This game would have taken a bit of a while. And I'm not sure how long this has been actually. I think I want to get one more. So we've got an interesting team. He has Caracosta, which is really, really interesting. I've never seen that in UU. But Gardevoir is pretty threatening. Roserade is threatening, as we've seen, especially with Sleep Powder. I think Nidoqueen is going to be a really big player in this game. But I don't want to lead off with it, because Sturdy, Caracosta, stuff like that. So Houndoom is threatening, actually. But Sturdy is just annoying, so... Oh, that Rotom cut. Yeah, oh my god, there it is. So I don't want to go to Sugar High and get Leaf Stormed. Specs Leaf Storm would be really bad. So I'm gonna go to my P2. If he chooses to Trick, if he chooses to Full Switch. I mean, I wouldn't Trick if I was him, because you might be getting a Black Sludge, which wouldn't be that good. And even, I mean, Specs, if you give me a Specs on Nidoqueen, sure, it's gonna limit my hazard game, but now you're getting nuked by something, so... Yeah, I'm not sure what he wants to go for. I'm hoping he does not go for the Volt Switch, and chooses to go for the Leaf Storm, which means I can just recover it off, and he'll still get momentum, because he'll catch me on the recover with whatever he wants. Maybe Specs Gardevoir to Trick or something, or Roserade to Sleep Powder to get up spikes, that kind of thing. Houndoom to... I don't know why you do it to Houndoom, to be honest, unless you're like Taunt Nasty Plot. But this guy's taking his time. I'm gonna start the timer. And I think we're nearing 1 hour, so I'm gonna end this after this game. So hopefully, I'm just gonna pause until he makes his move. Okay, so he comes back and he goes for the Leaf Storm. This is actually a Life Orb. Life Orb Rotom, which is really interesting. So he goes for the Volt Switch, and I will be back at 100% health after he brings in what he wants to bring in. He could go to Caracosta to get up rocks. I could see him going to Gardevoir to kind of threaten or bluff a Trick. I could see him going Houndoom to taunt or Wisp me. I mean, I really think it's either Caracosta or Roserade, maybe Gardevoir, depending on its set. But I really hope this guy does not take so long to make his moves, because this is annoying me. This is annoying me how slow he's taking. Okay, so this guy must have had some really bad Wi-Fi because he timed out. Guess he should join the Wi-Fi Wolfpack. But anyway, that's going to be the live. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Support my team in SPL. We are definitely the future winners. And yeah, that's it. See you guys later.